But I am a desperate photographer and things needed to get done. This is beautiful. A gorgeous, gorgeous evening of landscape photography. Oh my God! How did I not know this was here? It's so windy. I hope I can be heard. And I don't even know if a tripod is going to be worth it because it is so windy out here right now. But I'm somewhere new. And this is a place I barely even knew existed until very recently. So in typical fashion, before barely doing anything or getting anything set up, it's time to get an image. Things are blowing over. I'm not wearing a glove. I don't have lip balm. Whew. But I think the composition is pretty obvious here, at least from the way the light is currently. We have some beautiful formations in the ice, and then we have sort of, because it's low tide, we have the mud flats and the kind of the river, the stream that's going out into the ocean, and then obviously we have that big beautiful rock formation in the background, and this image is just ugh. It is beautiful. I need to go find a place with a little bit more shelter. Okay. The wind has just died down. And there is a trail that kind of goes all the way around here and around the point. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do the whole loop today because I don't really know how long it is. But at the very least, I'm gonna head down to this beach and there will be some more compositions down there. No doubt about it. Somehow it's less windy down here on the beach. I don't understand. Maybe we must just be coming from the other direction. But this is gorgeous. Like, this is spectacular. The only problem is I need to be careful where I walk because all along the beach we have some really cool patterns made with ice, sand, different rocks. So I don't want to accidentally step on a potential composition. So that's something to be aware of. More driftwood. Most photographers love driftwood. I don't. It looks stunning, but I have never managed to get a picture of driftwood or even incorporating driftwood that I'm overly happy with. Maybe tonight will be a little bit different. It's getting kind of tough to take images in this direction now. As the sun's coming down on the horizon, we're getting a lot more light kind of reflecting off all the water and stuff around me. And it's making the dynamic range required very, very high, which I don't think even the best camera could really handle because what I'm trying to photograph is very heavily silhouetted and we have a very bright sun reflecting off ice and snow and wet sand kind of directly at me. So it's making it pretty tough, but I am working around with this beautiful old driftwood, just basically a whole tree, and I'm trying to see how I can frame it up with this beautiful tree sort of as the foreground element or sort of framing the beautiful rock formations that are currently silhouetted by the sun. The trick is that I really don't want to overexpose or blow out the highlights because the cloud formations right now are actually really nice and I'd like to maintain their detail. So it might end up being a bit more of a silhouetted image than I was maybe hoping for or aiming for, but I think it is going to turn out quite nicely. As beautiful as this rock formation is, until the sun goes down a bit further and gets behind the hills on the horizon, I think I've kind of maxed out what I can do. Silhouettes are nice, but I'd like to be able to get a little more detail. And until the light gets a little dimmer, that's not going to be possible. So I think I might put on a longer lens and sort of pick out some detailed shots. We have lots of really nice patterns here in the mud flats and the different kinds of seagrasses, so it is a blast. I just hope I get feeling back in this hand, and I really wish I had some chapstick. So be it. There's a beautiful house up there. Imagine if this was your view every day. Some people. So I've got the super telephoto on now, and it's too cold to use a second tripod. My hands are freezing. So we're gonna handheld, try and pick off some nice images, maybe some more abstract stuff, and hopefully the images are in focus and not too shaky, which might be tough. So what I'm looking at are the kind of salt grasses just poking out of the mud over here. And the way the light's hitting them, they're reflecting in this really beautiful golden color. And then with the contrast of the really dark mud, I think it makes for some nice, pleasing compositions. I just need to try and find the right shapes in the grasses. Well, you just felt it in the mud, and now I have mud in another microphone jack. I hope it's still working. Microphone is toast. There may be very little audio for the rest of this video. We'll see. Without fail, anytime this camera falls, even on a really nice tripod, always lands with the audio port directly in something or on something. Not the first microphone I've broken. I've managed to fix the audio port. Definitely not water sealed anymore. Don't need it for that anyway, because I've cracked the screen in a very similar fashion. But I guess I just need a new audio USB-C cable. This one's all janked up now. It probably still works. Don't want to mess with it. So this is the audio we're dealing with for the rest of the evening. But you can see a lighthouse on the top of a cliff, and I think I've gotten some really cool images of that, as well as there's a couple of really big inlets over there, and the tide has probably just about started coming back in, so you can see some really big waves, and I may have even captured some of those as well. Well, I made a rookie mistake. I left all my snacks in the car. Mind you, the trail is not very long, so I could run back and get them if I really needed to. But I'm just gonna tough it out. I'm still waiting for the sun to come down just a little bit further. And as it does so, I might be able to get some more colors in the sky, or at the very least, an image of the rock structure, not silhouetted, which would be really, really nice. So far though, I'm quite happy with the images I've captured, and for this being a location I had no idea existed until quite recently, I'm super jazzed. I really want to come back here again. No one should ever do what I just did, which is, well, I'm still currently doing, stand in mud flats of a really, really tidal area, because it's very squishy, because it's all wet, and there's always decomposing matter underneath, So you never know when you might just sink through. But I am a desperate photographer and things needed to get done. Oh, I am sinking. I am sinking. Okay, don't miss the light. What I'm thinking of working with here is I'm lined up right now with the rock formation as well as some of the mud flats, the grasses, and then the stream as well. The lighting isn't the best right now because I'm in shadow, but the rocks are in light, and I think they will continue to get a little bit brighter as well as the scene changes. Case in point, that was deep. Oh, this is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Lighting right now is spectacular. There's not quite as much light on the rocks here as I was expecting. None of the trees have lit up, but the lighting in the sky and the colors I'm getting, as well as the swooping, curving pattern in this little stream in front of me, this is beautiful. A gorgeous, gorgeous evening of landscape photography.